Hey, good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. I want to give you a quick report on what's happening in the stock market. Today is another great day for the stock market. In fact, this has been the best August, one of the best Augusts on record. I think it's, let's see, I think they said it's the best August since 1986. So that goes back to when Dougie Fresh was a teenager. That's how long it's been since the market has done this good. And so if you are an investor, shout yourself out, raise your hand, because I want to congratulate you first for the fact that you are making money when everybody else is sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. Many of you may not have a lot of money in your bank account. Maybe your income isn't as high as you want it to be. But the fact that you're behaving like investors, I can tell you as a financial scientist, means that you are going to be wealthier than most people because you've embraced a wealthy mentality. You're embracing the millionaire mentality. So I want you to continue to have that millionaire mindset, because even if you're not a millionaire, your children will be, your grandchildren will be. They will not be in the struggle. They will not be playing strugglenomics. They will be playing powernomics because you are investing and you are building in your own family. So anyway, with that being said, what's up, everybody on Instagram? My Instagram is The Real Boyce Watkins. And also you should follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram on theblackfinancialchannel.com, and also the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. I like to throw out, some of the stocks that I've added to my portfolio every now and then. If you want to really see a lot of the stuff that I'm buying, you can feel free to join us in the Black Stock Market Program. That's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So however you want to go, it's totally up to you. All right, so here's what's going on right now. Basically, we've just had a hell of a blockbuster summer rally. I mean, it's just been insane. I tell you what, when the COVID situation occurred and the market took a big plummet, all the Negro naysayers, the people that sit around and don't invest and don't do anything with their money, who think that investing is stupid, were saying, ha ha, ha ha, I told you so, told you so, told you it was stupid about investing, I told you investing was stupid, right? And the people like that, unfortunately, those are just stupid people. Those are just, uninformed, ignorant people. Like, they're arrogant and ignorant, right? It's one thing if you're ignorant and you want to do better. It's another thing if you're ignorant and you stuck on stupid. So you got people out here that are stuck on stupid. They don't think investing ever works. And what they'll do is they'll point to one moment in time to point to why investing never works. It's like somebody where every time you have a breakup or something bad happens in your relationship, they say, see, that's why you shouldn't date people. That's why you should never allow human beings into your life. You should never love, because love is always bad. Well, love isn't always bad. People that have perspective understand that love has ups and downs, but it's better to have loved and to have lost than to have never loved at all, right? So basically, it's better to have invested and lost a little bit than to have never invested at all. Now, Tesla is doing really well. I see you mentioning Tesla. I was a big owner in Tesla. I had a lot of shares in Tesla. I just sold my Tesla shares. I sold my Tesla shares because I found some other companies that I thought will be better investments. And in fact, actually, my student in my options investing masterclass brought up a company called Corbus Pharmaceuticals that I decided to actually move into, not just because the company seemed to have a solid outlook, but also because it was great to write options on that stock. If you learn how to write call options on your stock, sometimes you can actually take your possession of your stock return without even rolling the dice. You're not even hoping the stock goes up because you've already got your money. So I like to do stuff like that. So in case you're interested, if you want to learn more about that, in the Black Business School, we actually have an options program. We talk about options every week. So feel free to join us because it's it's good stuff, man. I'm telling you, like this is really, and when I think about it, and I think about the things that I talked to our 17-year-old about. If you had talked to me 20 years ago, 25 years ago, in the 90s, before the internet age, before I was, had a little gray in my beard, I would have been all about education, because I always felt that education and going to school and going to a big white university was the secret to success for black people. That was also back when I was really loyal to the Democratic Party and stuff like that. But then, obviously, as time goes on, you grow, you evolve, you start to question things, you start to look at things differently, and you start to figure out who you are and what you value. And so what I figured out was a couple of things. On the political front, I said, wait a minute, I don't think the Democratic Party is advancing black people. They've been in control since forever, and I don't see my life getting better. But that's another conversation. But then another thing is I started to really question, traditional education. It was super expensive. It wasn't, a lot of the professors, I know the professors, and I know what they know and I know what they don't know. They know a lot about research. They know a lot about things that are in books. but they don't really necessarily know how to do the things that they teach sometimes. Sometimes, like you might have a finance professor who's never worked for a corporation, never run a business. I don't really know if that's what black people need. So when I talk to the 17-year-old, his mother is the one who talks to him about college and everything else, because she's a college professor just like me. She talks about, you got to go to this university, this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, sure, do what your mother says. But as a black man, you got to learn how to make your money. If you do all of this and you don't make any bread, then your life is going to be harder than if you figure out how to get ahead, financially. So I'm a big believer in economic education for black people. I'm a big believer in powernomics. Even when you're talking about what's going on with NBA players and all that stuff right now, it's all coming back to powernomics. The reason they're folding to the players is because of the economic impact that an NBA player can have. And then they can actually go further on that by actually putting together plans to raise $1 billion or $10 billion or whatever to really rebuild black communities. The black communities around this country need a Marshall Plan that's going to have to come outside of the traditional political parties, and it's going to have to be something that creates tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of jobs, and also tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of businesses. And I believe that can be doable. In fact, if they were to call me tomorrow, I could actually lay a plan out for them in about 5 minutes that would transform the black community forever. So anyway, with that being said, somebody's asking how much the classes cost. It really depends. If you're interested, you want to talk to one of our specialists in the Black Business School, just go to theblackbusinessschool.com, THE, that's theblackbusinessschool.com. If you're broke and you don't have any money, that's okay. We don't need your money. That's fine. You can join for free. But then there are premium classes that do have a fee, but you can actually get in for free. People learn more from us for free than people learn for 4 years of college. That's how good the Black Business School is. So feel free to reach out, theblackbusinessschool.com. So April, let's go through the months real quick. So April gave us 12.7%, which was massive. I mean, that's a lot of. I mean, people are happy. Investors are happy to make 10% in a year. I think the average S&P 500 return ROI is about 10% a year, which makes it better than a savings account. You could build massive wealth off that. When I put together the $5 a day investing plan to show you how your children could be very wealthy by the age of 30 if you just do this $5 a day plan, I'm assuming like 10% a year. I'm not assuming crazy numbers like this. And the thing is that the market has been giving crazy numbers like this, not for the last 3 or 4 months, not for the last year, not for the last 5 years. It's been doing this since I was in college, since I was in high school. Don't get me wrong. You've had some tough years in there. You've had some dips. And what's been extraordinary is that the dips have actually been the time where the most money was made. In fact, did you guys know, check this out, studies show that if you simply participated heavily in the dips, in the history of the market, if all you did was said, I'm going to invest whenever the market crashes, you would have made an insane amount of money. Like the amount that you make. In fact, the dips drive all the massive wealth that people are able to build in the market. Like if you take the dips out, then that's like going to a fancy soul food restaurant and taking out all the seasoning from the food, taking out Big Mama's peach cobbler and removing the, that fried chicken we all love that we ain't supposed to be eating. Like if you it's like taking all that out, so the dips are actually where the riches are. They say the riches are in the niches. Well, the riches are in the ditches when it comes to the stock market. When the market goes into a ditch, that's when people get rich. So if you invest in a ditch, you will get rich, bitch, as Dave Chappelle might say. So anyway, that's rapping Boyce today. I know I'm a corny rapper, but I think it's fun to be corny. So May, it's up 4.5%. June up 1.8%. July up 5.5%. August so far, it's up 6.6%. So effectively, what's going on now is there's a debate as to whether or not there's going to be a correction. A correction, your Negro naysayer friends are going to call this a crash. They're going to see it. They're going to say, ha, see, I told you, you shouldn't have been investing because, look, the market crashed. But what you can then turn to them and say is, number one, Dr. Boyce said the riches are in the ditches. Dr. Boyce is a financial scientist. You're not. So he knows what he's talking about. And then number two, you can say, look, well, yeah, sure, I might have seen a dip in my investment. But if you start where I started, if you go back 2 or 3 years when I started investing and compare what I put in to what I have now, even after the dip, I still made more money than you. You see, people that don't invest, they stay flat. People that invest, they go up and then sometimes they come down. But even when you come down, you're still ahead of the people that stayed flat. They stayed at level 0. You went to you might have gone to level 12 and then dropped to level 8, but you're still 8 levels above the people that don't invest. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's really important. I'm gonna give you a stock pick if you're interested. This is a stock that I just through my research that I kind of like, Alibaba. I'm actually gonna go dig in some Alibaba a little bit and take a look at that. So that's a stock that looks like it might do pretty well. If you want to know more about my other stock picks and really talk and learn more about the market, and also send questions to a private blog for my students, feel free to go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com. THE, that's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. The first 30 days are $1. So you can try it out for $1. If you don't like it, you didn't let us know, we'll give you your $1 back. Okay, so the first month is $1. After that is $89 a month, but it's better than anything you'll ever get in college. In fact, if you learn the stuff that we teach you in the Black Business School, honestly, you don't need college. You don't need business school. In fact, next week we actually have a group of experts and millionaire investors coming in to basically teach Black people how to buy hotels. And that's the kind of education I like. I like experiential education. I like applied education. I also like education that centers on solving problems that Black families have, not just pie in the sky type stuff. Let's see here. Do you only trade options? Oh no, I don't only trade options. No, you got to diversify. You got to spread yourself out. That's like asking a basketball player, do you only shoot free throws? No, you should shoot free throws, layups, 3-pointers, maybe a half-court shot every now and then. You should know how to rebound, know how to dribble, play defense. You got to have a well-rounded game. So investing's the same way. Be well-rounded. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't be a one-trick pony. One stock is not going to save your life. It is a broad approach to investing, an investor mentality. That's where it starts. That's what sets you apart. That's what gets you where you want to go. That's what makes you great. That's what will make you successful. And also, in a couple weeks, I'll talk to you guys more about a big investment project that Julian Gordon has going on down in Baton Rouge. They're actually trying to buy up Baton Rouge. They've actually raised over $1 million to buy parts of Baton Rouge, and I'm going to invest in it myself, and I'll tell you guys about that once I know more of the details. So take care, guys. Have a good day. And like I said, if you want to go take a look at the stock market investing program, it's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. THE, that's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So take care. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.